What's up, everybody?
What's up, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of Us Coffee
This
Breakup.
time it's remote, which we don't really do that often, but it's a nice little change
And it's
because
kind of
I'm
nice.
wearing fucking PJs.
Yeah, you don't even want to know what I'm wearing below the waist, dude.
No, I don't. What?
Or
Nothing.
lack thereof.
What's going on with you?
Nothing, dude. I'm actually kind of happy we're doing this virtual thing. Every now and then, with the hustle and bustle. Even though we haven't really been working like as aggressively with this. But I think with life now at the end of the year, you got a new gig.
Yeah,
Basically you took on a little bit more at your job. Me going with a lot of changes and doing a lot of other new stuff. And with a new dog, we got a new bed, new
that's
mattress,
right. New
a lot of new
bed,
stuff
new.
going on. So yeah, being able to stay here at the crib is a nice little change to be able to kind of hunker down and not continue like with running around and going crazy.
I love it, dude. I love it for you because let me see. Sorry about that. There we
All right,
go.
dude. Let me know when you're done, bro.
Yeah, I'm done. No, I love that for you because especially the holidays, man. There's so much going on. And I'm kind of
Move
glad
that
that
shit on. Move the microphone
yeah,
out of the way.
like this. Yeah, I guess that works. No,
You can
can you
still
hear
have
me?
it in the frame, just not right in the middle because like it
Yeah,
blocked your face completely.
but can you hear me good?
I can hear you perfectly.
All right, perfect.
I
Yeah,
can't even hear
man.
myself. So, anyways,
Yeah, it's been a crazy end of the year. It's like the holidays coming up. We gotta spend time with the families, our families, our partners' families, and then some
families, big old families.
a lot of families.
But
But
yeah.
yeah, so what do you got for us? You had something, no?
Well,
That you want?
first and foremost, we're gonna be talking to one of our boys soon, Nima, and he had
Yeah,
brought up something about Matt Rife. Do you know anything important about this guy?
dude.
I think he's pretty funny, dude.
I think his crowd work is funny, and that's kind of how he got famous. Because during the pandemic, he was doing a bunch of like stand up, and then
There was
a
like
lot of
one
yeah,
video that went super viral that like supposedly like he didn't even want to post or whatever, and then
yeah.
he posted it. It got a lot of hits, and then now he's this guy.
He
Netflix
just
special.
he blew up, and I just his crowd work is pretty good. But I saw some of the snippets from the special. I didn't think they were that funny. But also don't think it's a big deal like to have like this crazy controversy. Like we're living in an age where you say the wrong thing and then everybody wants to cancel you. But it's comedy, dude. And I think to a certain degree, comedy should be exempt from, you know, any type of backlash that you get because it's a joke, Like obviously, I don't think he is trying to promote domestic violence. It was a joke, dude. I think it was a dumb joke. I don't think it was funny, but I don't think he should be fucking looked down upon because of that shit.
You think that we've just as a society just gotten soft?
For sure, for sure. Yeah, no, like and even think about do you ever sometimes watch like old shows or old movies or and they say
Like
stuff
what?
and I don't know. There was like sometimes I'm on TikTok and then there's like an old Simpsons episode or something that resurfaced that's like 10 years ago or whatever. Like nothing in
Uh-huh.
particular, but it's like they'll say stuff and I'm like, and then even in the comments, people are like, "Yo, if they were to say this shit today, the shit would not fly."
Family Guy.
And yeah, which I think they're still doing episodes, and I don't think they've really changed. I think they're still like
They're
calling shit out.
savages, man.
Yeah, and even the Simpsons, they're still kind of going strong. I think, um, but I think those are kind of exempt because they're such staples of like what people love and what type of media they consume. But other than that, movies and shows they aren't like they used to be when I. But like society's gotten so soft, man. I fucking hate it.
I mean, I don't know, because I think that
Uh,
there's some level of inclusivity we can say because now with all these other genders that are now coming out of the closet, I guess we can say, all these fucking people, they're now kind of having some sort of influence, some sort of involvement. They're casting um, certain people in roles that maybe they shouldn't be. For example, I think in the Fantastic Four, the new movie that's gonna come out, the guy was the Silver Surfer, who's a dude. It was just a guy who was all silver. I don't know if you noticed. Supposedly now it's gonna be a woman, and it's like people are like, dude, you're reaching like for what? And I don't know, like I'm all for it, like just to keep peace, even though there are levels that it's obviously gone a little bit extreme.
mm.
But it almost feels like you guys are just trying too hard. You know what I mean? Like you're forcing it.
Yeah, or like the whole thing with, I don't know. Have you been following the whole thing with the Snow White, like the remake of the
Yeah,
Snow
I was
White?
thinking that too. I was thinking that
Yeah,
too. That they're what is it now? That they're not
well,
dwarves.
I think Disney paused it indefinitely. They just gotten so much backlash from it. Snow White. Let's take a look. I think
Yeah,
they kind of
bro.
stopped that
That's why you're there.
project.
That's why we got you.
Um, Let me see. They canceled. Well, they literally they at least they put a pause on it. So I don't know because they got so much backlash from uh, from the people, and like I don't have a problem with like creating content or creating movies and entertainment for people to include others, minorities and all that kind of stuff, and people who are gay and queers and all kinds of stuff. But like don't take stuff that's already been made and try to change it. Like there is a Snow White, and why would you
Mm.
want to try to create a new remake where she is completely different than what she's supposed to be?
But isn't
Like
that a little insensitive to say? Because like back then it wasn't as prevalent, to have like these other, so much inclusivity as it is today. Like now it's a really important topic that we have. So obviously back then you wouldn't have a, I don't know, whatever the story was, it wasn't really thought of in that way. So now
sure,
we have
but
to take that into consideration.
yeah,
So
but okay, so we have to
so make a
remake
new so
everything.
so make a new movie,
Yeah, make a
like a
new
different.
movie, a new concept. Same James Bond. Like there are novels been written, and let's say let's say James Bond, like he was a certain way. There's a certain criteria, very specific. He's not fucking Middle Eastern, right? So we're not gonna cast a Middle Eastern fucking James Bond. People want to now they want to cast a black James Bond, but he wasn't black. So why would you want to cast a
Mhm.
black one? Now make a new one. Find 007, find 008. I don't give a fuck. Find somebody new
Is
and
that
create
how
a
it
new
works though?
storyline.
Is it? I guess so. Like James
Like
Bond is just one guy, right?
I think it's
But
one
can
guy, but
anyone can I'm sorry, can anyone be 007? Like it's like an agent 007. It could be
it,
another guy. So maybe the black guy won't be James Bond. Maybe he'll be like, I don't know, Lamar Bond.
he he could be a different one, but he's not James
Tyreek
Bond.
Tyreek Bond.
Yeah, and then he won't be 007. He'll be like,
No,
yeah, I don't
maybe he will
know.
be 007. Oh no,
Well, I
maybe
think that
another number.
007 is assigned to that agent, so he wouldn't be.
True, true, true,
So
true.
that's like I'm all for inclusivity. I'm all for bringing new characters to to where we are. But I feel like we should create our own storyline. I don't know. Have some
Okay, so
creativity, dude. I don't know. Am I wrong
have you
for
ever
that?
have you ever thought about writing a story for LGBTQ specifically?
No, should I? Maybe
You
I'll
write it,
start
you
it.
write books specifically, and maybe it could become a movie,
And
and
maybe you
then we
can.
can create. No, I'm not gonna star in your movie, and
I could
then
see you doing it. I could see you starting it. No,
I fit the criteria, huh?
I think you do. Like now, looking at you, I'm actually getting inspired.
Right. But anyways, back to well Matt Rife, we're gonna talk a little bit more about him, but I guess um more so in what we were saying there. So what his story was that he was trying to like talk good about women or whatever, and then all of a sudden he with his last special he's getting backlash for talking shit about them or like
Yeah,
punching them. A black guy if you don't cook.
a black guy.
Black eye.
Oh, I thought a black guy. Yeah, no, dude, that it's not an original joke, dude. That joke is so fucking old. Like, come on, create your own content.
Eye, please. You don't think if Dave Chappelle would say in his special you would have been like, oh, you heard that part where he said this? He'd
I don't
probably be
think
making
but you know what, Dave Chappelle, he would probably have a different punchline. He would have a different way of saying it, a different build up. I mean, that guy is a fucking legend. But and he's been called out, and I love all of his specials. I think his stuff is actually funny, but maybe I'm biased, but I'm more of a fan of his work. I just don't think the guy's funny. Matt Rife, that is, you know. Um,
am I the asshole for refusing to babysit my extremely autistic cousin?
you want to talk about
Do you want to? I'll start reading it.
it?
See where
Go.
it takes us. Oh, it's short. Okay. I, male 17, was asked by my aunt to babysit my autistic nonverbal cousin once a week for $5 every day. After one after one thought, no, this is I can't even read this. The thing is, it's hard to like. It feels like it was translated, like a German guy wrote it, and it was translated to English. Am I the asshole for wearing a bikini in my family trip? No.
No. So this month. Oh, hold on. What is this? Oh no, I saw one Emily Essel for refusing to have a fully child-free wedding, but I think that's the one I sent you guys. Remember, I sent something.
I didn't. You know, I didn't hear it. That's one that I didn't see.
Okay, so am I the asshole for refusing to have a fully child-free wedding? Read it.
Okay. Am I the asshole for having a fully child-free wedding?
So I recently proposed to my long-term girlfriend, and we are planning for a wedding in summer next year. Everything is still very, and they're in the still very early stages. My fiance has expressed that she wants a child-free wedding, which I am all down for. But I want to make one exception. My son, 15, 15 months?
15 male.
Oh,
15
50,
male.
50, yeah, I guess a boy, yeah. 15 years old, a boy. I had him from a previous relationship, and we have evenly split custody. We have even split custody of him. Your picture went out. You good?
I'm here.
Check this out. I brought up, until now, my fiance has gotten along great with him. We've had days out as a family. She's gone to see his games, and she's even taken him out on full days, just the two of them. I brought up that I wanted to make an exception to the no kids rule for my son. She, she shut the idea down straight away and said that she didn't want anyone under 16 there. And she doesn't want to feel like she or anyone else has to babysit on her special day. I told her that no one would have to babysit him. He's 15 years old, and she knows he's well behaved and a generally quiet kid. She then changed her reasoning and asked why I wanted my old family in life on the day I was supposed to making a commitment to her and her new family. I told her while I will be making commitment to her, my son will still very much be my son and my family. She then equated it to wanting my ex at a wedding, which I do not and never asked. I told her that I don't care about the aesthetics of the wedding and that she can pick up everything else. The food, the aesthetics, the music, the dress, but all I want is my family at the wedding. My parents, my sister, and my son. That is my only ultimatum when it comes to a wedding. She started calling me controlling by giving me an ultimatum and said I had initially agreed to a child-free wedding, and now I'm gaslighting her. I said we can have a mainly child-free wedding, but with one exception, an exception that guests can't even complain about being unfair since the only child is the son of the groom. She called me a dick, and now it's not talking to me. I really think this is a reasonable want, but maybe I'm not seeing something. So, am I the asshole? What do
Okay,
you
so
think?
then he doesn't want any kids except his,
Right. Who's 15 years old?
but he doesn't want any other kids.
Any other kids under 16? Why don't you just lower the age requirement of 15 and up are allowed? So that way his son would fall into it. 15 years old is fair enough.
Nobel Peace Prize to Marvin Schultz.
Say done.
That's
Fucking
true.
lower. Listen,
I don't get what the
yeah.
big deal was.
Um, I think child-free weddings are a no-brainer, especially when they're very small. But I know that there are some people who, like Christina and like Claudia, they were like, no, like we have nieces and nephews, and they're so small, but they want to be there, they need to be there, and it's you can't
Child-free
make it.
wedding.
Yeah, you can't make exceptions for your immediate family or your family, and then tell everybody else, yo, don't bring your kids. I feel like that's kind of fucked up,
So
right?
then no exception at all then?
Yeah, I feel like no exception. Or do you say, well, it's my wedding, I make the rules? It's kind of, I mean, technically that's right, but also, if you tell me, damn, no kids, and then I show up and you have your small kids running around, I'll be like, fuck. But at the end of the day, it's your
No,
wedding,
I
you're
thought
paying
no
for it.
kids. No,
Yeah,
I
I thought no
know when that
kids.
son was coming.
What do you think?
You
I
think
think
the
no child-free weddings are a way to go. Like especially when they're small kids, 15 and up, 16 and up. I even think maybe 12 and up, maybe. But that's okay. But small children at a
why?
wedding, what's the
Why don't you
point?
want why don't you want children? So what age do you think is acceptable for a
I
child to be at
what
a
I
wedding?
just said, 12 and up,
12
14
and up,
and up, 15. Yeah, like
14 and up.
they can take care of themselves. They can be left alone. They're not gonna cry around, scream around. They're not gonna nag. Like they can kind of fend for themselves. But if you bring like an 8 year old or 6 year old, and they're kids, I'm not blaming the kids for being kids, but it's a wedding, dude. It's a special day for the people there. Yeah,
Yeah, like why are they there?
you can't. You want to tell me you can't find a babysitter that one special day?
It's not just that. Just think about it, because if not, like if it's you gotta rent the tuxedos for the kids, or
Yeah,
to get a dress for the girl. I think you could just get a babysitter. No,
yeah.
like why are they there?
They don't need to be there. 6 hours, dude. They can be taken care of by a family member, by a babysitter. Yeah, I think leave your kids at home.
Yeah, I think the kids. No, but then like who determines the age though? Like that's where
The
it's like,
the couple
because
that's
then
getting married.
what if you have like a 10-year-old and mine's like 9 3/4? Oh no, he's 9. He can't go.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't be able to go.
That's fucked up. That's fucked
should have
up.
should have been born earlier.
Is that what you're gonna do? I think you're gonna have like just a child-free everything except yours.
Well, I'm not. Claudia and I, we're not having a wedding. So we're gonna get engaged, right? So we all get engaged, and then we'll just elope. Like we'll get engaged, maybe wait a little bit, or we do it maybe right away. We talked about it. Nothing too crazy. We get eloped, and then we'll go on a nice honeymoon for maybe 2 weeks somewhere, and then we come back, and that's it. We're married. That's
Uh-huh.
it. And then
And uh-huh.
and so there's no wedding, and then we wait and there's no kids. Fuck that. And then we'll wait maybe like a year, and then we're gonna start trying to have kids. So there will never be a wedding for us, right? And so we'll never have to make this decision. But if we did have a wedding, I think she has so many little nieces and nephews and shit like that. So I don't think I'll be able to convince her to. Well, I don't have to worry about it anyways because it's not gonna happen. So I don't even have to go there.
Yeah, like her side of the family isn't like bugging out that you guys don't want to get married.
No, I think they're totally understanding, and we wouldn't even be able to afford it, dude. You know how big their family is? Because if you invite one, and you gotta invite the other, and you gotta invite there's just no stopping. Like if we just invite her family, and not even mine, it'll be like 90 people, 80 people. No way.
Her thing, that's probably what she's thinking. That's probably why she wants a big wedding.
But yeah, like because you can't be like, oh, I invite my cousin, but then I
She got
don't
like a
invite.
zillion people.
Yeah, you can't do it. You can't do it. You gotta, one thing or the other. So yeah, like, but if you do a wedding, I think a child-free wedding is not something crazy to ask for. Like, I think that's
But her
reasonable.
family's cool with you guys not doing a wedding though, or
Ye-
they're not like,
n-
what do you mean?
no, they're cool. They're understanding. We'll probably have like a small thing. Like, I think we'll have like a little gathering. Like
Dude, yeah,
her.
we'll go to ranges.
Yeah, yeah. We'll have or yeah, we'll have something small,
Ranch.
or one of her cousins' houses or whatever. Have some drinks, whatever. Maybe we'll do some catering. I'll fucking buy some pizzas and shit like that, and some food. I'll fucking bartend myself. You know.
No money spent
Yeah,
here.
yeah. We gotta save it, but no, there won't be a wedding. There won't be a wedding. We'd rather go on a nice honeymoon, or whatever. That's something that we enjoy. So that's gonna be us.
Fascinating. Let me see what else we got.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
time
yeah.
is it? Let me see what else. Let me change here. Dude, am I the asshole for refusing to tell my husband the gender of our baby after he skipped going to the doctor's appointment with me? What did
What?
you say? What'd you say? Yeah? You don't think that's stupid? That's childish? Oh, so she is the asshole. Okay, good. All right, good. I got a reasonable girlfriend already.
Yeah.
Should I
So what
read it?
was it? Yeah, yeah, go ahead. Tell me.
Long? Okay. My husband and I are expecting. This is our first baby and we're excited. Thing is, he barely attends any doctor appointments with me and his excuses aren't even valid. He's willing to miss the doctor appointment over soccer or a drink or board games with friends. I'm getting some empathy for her. Uh, his response is always, "I'm not the one carrying the baby. Why do I have to go see the doctor with you?" No, oh, that's fucked up.
That
Last
is
week
fact.
was my final straw. He was supposed to come with me for the baby's gender reveal appointment, but he chose to not come last minute because his friend invited him to fish and chips meal. I was pretty livid, but didn't make a fuss about it. Mom went with me instead. He texted me asking me to tell him the results, boy or girl, but I refused to tell him. He kept spam calling me, but I hung up each time. He came fuming. He came home fuming, demanding I tell him the results, but I refused and bluntly told him since he refused to attend the appointment, then he gets no results till after the baby's born, and said I was willing to die on this hill. He went off calling me spiteful and immature for doing this and punishing me. He said he's a father and has the right to know. He then called me dramatic since I wasn't alone and mom was with me. I said he gets no results, period. He's been fuming about it and told his family, and they're now pressuring me to stop playing mind games with him and tell him, but I declined. Am I the asshole? Update. Hi. So, first of all, wow, I did not expect this to blow up. Sorry, can't answer any comments because of feeling overwhelmed. I just want to mention that my husband just attempted to contact the doctor to get the results. It didn't go well, and we had another argument over it. He couldn't get it since his mom was the one who made the call. Is she the asshole?
Dude, yeah, I think so.
Ah, you guys are
She, she's
pussy.
the asshole, dude. How you
Oh,
not
you
gonna?
still think? Oh, she's like, no, she's not. You don't think you think she's still being an asshole?
She's
The guy's kind of an
refusing,
asshole.
right? But she's refusing to tell him the gender at all. Like, so what's gonna happen?
He's
She's just
gonna
gonna
find
give
out when.
birth?
Yeah,
No, dude.
bro, but this guy's been like super inactive. He doesn't give a fuck. He's not really there for the wedding. It's like you didn't care enough to come with me to the appointment that we're gonna find out. So no, fuck you. You should have been there.
So then, how are we gonna move forward? Because we're supposed to raise a child together. We're together, you know. So what? This relationship is going to continue being based on the fact that I'm not going to tell you the gender of the child for the next
If
X
that's
amount of
what
months.
you're basing our relationship on, then that's where we got bigger problems. You're not coming around. You're not showing up. You don't even want to be involved. You have excuses every time your boys call you. You're there, bro. Go have his baby then.
What if you change this? Like he's like, okay, like I see that I was wrong. Like let me see what you know. Like I
But
want to
that's
be
not happening.
right, but that will be the only that will be the way for her to say, okay, you know what? I see him
I don't even
changing.
think so. Well, let me tell him the vape. No, I wouldn't do it either.
It's fucked up.
Because think about, dude, you could have been there. Why didn't you go?
Yeah, no, he's definitely a fucking asshole for not going. You know,
Yeah,
but she's also it's also a little bit immature.
it is a
You don't
little bit
think so?
immature,
It
but
is a little bit immature.
sometimes it's deserved. Did you get one?
No.
Please send a link, says Nima.
Please
Am
send
I
it.
the asshole for yelling at my girlfriend to stop fucking eating? Did you write this? Oh shit! You saw the text that Nima sent?
Yeah, I mean, I can't send him the link because I have to make a new chat, and then I'll be able to send him a new
Obviously
link.
no. So then yeah, do you want to wrap it up then since he's waiting, or do you
Yeah.
have another one? Tell me.
Okay.
You want to see that one? Is it long? This one's kind of. Oh, it's not that long. Yeah, it's not. She runs a bakery business. The past 4 times I've made these fillings, my girlfriend has literally dipped her fingers into the fillings jar for contaminating them. Oh, and contaminating them because, in her words, she just wanted to try some.
Disturbing. All right. I haven't really found any yet. We can start wrapping it up. You have anything else that you wanted to bring up? Something that's going on that you want to discuss? No.
No, dude, I'm the one trying to bring up the topics. You got anything?
No, I didn't find anything good.
All right, you don't have anything like yourself that you've been thinking about, maybe in your life. What about, hey, what's the right time to eat Thanksgiving dinner?
Oh my god, yeah. I think
There
like
you go.
5 p.m., 6 p.m. What about you guys?
We had Thanksgiving dinner at 5 p.m. actually.
Like normal people.
What time did you have Thanksgiving dinner?
So fortunately, we went to my sister first. So we had dinner like at 7. Um,
Okay, not bad.
that was the first round, and it was great. And then we
But
ended up
that's
going
because it
to.
was an early Thanksgiving. Because then there was.
That's just because that's when my sister's family when they just eat. So like that was good. And then we went to Claudia's family, my girlfriend's, and I think the first plate was served like at 10:30. Like the first person eating, they were playing games like at like 10 o'clock, 9:45. They're playing like games. So I'm like, yo, fuck's happening here, dude? They're not gonna eat.
What? What time did you leave?
We left late, dude. We may have left like at 12:45.
12:45?
Yeah, it was late.
Can you imagine getting home at 12:45?
I didn't get home at 12:45. I got home at 1:15.
You got home at 1:15?
Yeah, dude. And so I did not
Did you
have a
have fun?
good. It's no, I mean, no. Listen, I love the family and it was a good time, but at the end, like I was ready to leave. I was exhausted, and then I woke up. I had to wake up early this morning, work and all that stuff. Yeah, I was pretty tired. I like my events during the day, and I want to be in bed by like 10:30. That's what I want to be in bed.
No. Her
You know.
family. What time did her family stop partying? Do you know?
I don't. When we left, most people were already gone, but there were still a few people there. I reckon maybe 1 o'clock, 1:30, or something like that is when the last people there.
Yo,
Yeah.
the neighbors don't like call and complain, or
No, I mean
they're about that life.
they're probably all Hispanic, so they probably hang out there too.
They're
You know,
probably at the party also.
they're probably yeah, they're probably all together. Nah, yeah, no, I can't be doing that. I'm even thinking like, what is it going to be when we have kids, and like, how is
I was
that
thinking
going to
the
be?
same thing, man.
I'm even thinking like, I told her Claudia, I was like, I'll take the kids home and you can stay. I want my kids to go to bed at a decent time. And she's like, "Oh no, they have to get used to our life. They gotta get accustomed to us." And I'm like, "That's not. I'm not even accustomed to this."
Interesting. This is
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be interesting.
So I don't
Because
know.
like when they have kids, what life do they get accustomed to? Going home early and going to sleep so you can wake up early, or like wake up rested, or out late, party, 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 party.
No, 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 no. I'm not saying you have to go home at like 8 o'clock. No, I'm not saying that. It depends how old they are. I'm not saying that. But like to like 1 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night, that's too late, dude. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I'll probably have her stay over or something, and I'll take my kids home. And I'm like, if you want to stay, you can stay,
What if she's
and
like,
we'll
the kids
go.
are staying? They're staying
No,
with
the
me.
kids, no, the kids are not staying.
They're gonna stay. They're gonna stay here with their family.
Yeah, I asked the kids, hey, do you guys want to stay or you guys want to go home?
Yes, we
Oh,
want to
but
stay, Daddy.
I'm like, all right, you guys have fun. Mommy drive safe. Love you. Bye. But I
They're
bet
leaving.
you they're gonna be like, Daddy, I'm so tired. Mommy doesn't want to stop. She can keep drinking. I'm like, all right, let's go home. So I'll let the kids decide if they want to stay, and and Claudia wants to stay. You guys are more than welcome to. But I have a feeling that they're like, oh, Daddy, can we go home, please? And that's it. All right, let's go. So we'll see how that goes. What about you guys? Well, you guys don't
No,
even do anything late, so
no, I think we're
fucking
pretty. No,
you guys are
sometimes
good.
like yesterday after the Thanksgiving, like her mom was like, "It's only 5:30 or 6 o'clock. I want to keep hanging out with you guys," and we're like, "Well, we're tired. Want to go to sleep."
Okay, yeah,
Remember?
you guys are much better.
Huh? I stayed a little bit longer, but I didn't stay till like 10 o'clock at night, drinking wine and hanging out there. Fuck that.
What time did you guys show up?
We showed up. Well, we had gone to Spring. She was there for a while, but then I went there with my family. My family went,
Ah,
and
okay,
yeah, we got there like
okay,
at 4:15, four
okay. So
twenty.
you
Like,
guys got there early too. Then that's probably why as well.
yeah, but then we ate at 5. Like, we went there to eat at 5, so we got there a little bit earlier. We hung out, we chilled, and the food
And
was
then you left
ready.
at
We ate,
8.
and then
Yeah.
we left. No, we left at what time did we leave? Well, I left like at 6:30,
Oh wow. Okay.
6:30, 6:45. Went to my parents' house, picked up the buns and these pups, the buns, and then I came back. But I
Okay.
was out like a light before you guys were eating,
That's crazy.
right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you'd sent us the text like, "Oh, these lunatics are gonna eat." I mean, well, no, whatever. These lunatics are gonna eat at 10:30,
Yeah.
And I woke up to them. That's because I was already knocked out. I was like, this poor guy.
Yeah. No, dude.
And I
I
got
guess.
military time, so they're like, "Oh, they're gonna eat now," and I'm like, "Fuck, let me do the math," and I'm like, 10:30.
Yeah, it was late. I was like, oh fuck. And I was telling my coworkers, and they're like, yo, what the fuck? That's crazy, dude.
Who
I don't
does
know.
that, dude?
So not normal.
There's so many
Um,
more hours in the day. Why do you choose to eat so late?
that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, I don't know. Well, what I
You
have to
need
do
to
is
change. You need to change.
yeah. Well,
You need to change
I'll
them.
I'll change
Her.
my family. So once we have kids, I guess I don't know. We'll see.
Let's see, because it's one against like 500. Because she has like a big ass family.
Mhm. Yeah, I have to put my foot down.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, wish me luck. All right, I guess we can wrap it up, and I'll see if we can get Nemo on the other line. So,
Yes, let's do it. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for sticking around. Hopefully we got some nice little clips here. Ba, 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 ba.
for
We
sure.
love
Thank you
y'all.
guys for the support. Make sure to subscribe, share, fucking send it to your mom, and all that good stuff.
Yes. Oh, and if you guys have any Am I the Asshole clips or any Am I the Asshole
Mm-hmm.
stories
Or
and you
topics.
haven't or topics and you haven't found them on Reddit, because that's where we're getting it from. We're getting it from Reddit and some submissions. Send it to us. That way we can recite it here and see if you're the asshole or not.
Yeah, and it'll be anonymous, so you don't have to worry about like, oh my god, they're gonna call me out. No, we
Maybe it
won't
will,
do that.
maybe it won't. Depends how big of an asshole you are.
Yeah, it depends, I guess. Thank you so
All
much,
right,
guys.
y'all.
Appreciate it.
Peace, peace, peace.
All right.